Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name's Rachel. Here on this beauty channel, we create all kinds of makeup tutorials, reviews, and first impressions using completely cruelty-free and vegan cosmetics. So for today's video, this is a super exciting one. This is gonna be a first impressions review and demo using the new e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection just in time for summer 2020. So as soon as I saw this new collection from e.l.f., I knew I had to get my hands on at least some of the products, but I ended up buying one of everything. So we're gonna try everything out today here on camera, from brushes, beauty sponges, liquid illuminizers, primer oils, an eyeshadow palette full of 18 beautiful color shades. What else? I mean, the list goes from A to Z. We have so many fun products to try out today. So if you guys are interested in seeing how everything from the new e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection performs and looks on the face, if you want to see how to achieve this look along the way, guys, just stay tuned. We're gonna get straight into it. So the very first product we're gonna talk about from the Retro Paradise collection is actually their lifestyle kit. This is a really cute package. It comes with 2 scrunchies, one of the Retro Paradise glitter lip glosses, and one of the hydrating coconut mists. Now this is one of my favorite setting sprays and facial hydrating mists on the market, so really happy to see it's part of this 5-piece collection. So I'm just gonna put my hair back because here in a second we're gonna use the primer glow oil from the collection, so I don't want to get that in my hair. Okay, there we go. Our hair is back and out of the way and looking really cute with this purple lilac scrunchie. So I'm gonna pop on the lip gloss now. So this is in the shade A Moment, which is a really pretty translucent iridescent pink nude shade. I'm gonna pop this lip gloss on the lips to really hydrate the lips throughout the tutorial. It has a lovely smell. Very tropical, very fruity. So yeah, I love this lip gloss so far. You can't really see too many of the glitter iridescent properties unless you get really close. It looks like a really nice, almost clear gloss on the lips, so I'm really excited to try out the other lip glosses from this Retro Paradise collection. But for now, let's give our face a nice mist with this hydrating coconut mist. I'm gonna shake this up and really douse my face with it. Oh, and it smells amazing. A nice coconut smell, as you would expect from the name. It really transports you to the beach. The next product from the makeup collection we're gonna try out is the one I was most excited to get my hands on, and that is gonna be their Glow Up Body Oil. Now this comes in 2 shades. This is the lighter of the 2, so they do have a darker, deeper, more rich cocoa version, but this is a light, almost light medium champagne gold, and they also launched a body brush specifically to use with this product. So as you guys can see here, this little e.l.f. brush is really cute. It's a nice pink shade, and the bristles are very, very soft, something that you can kind of expect with e.l.f. brushes. They're some of my favorites. I'm just gonna give this body glow oil a nice shake. I'm really not too sure how much of this product to use, but I did 4 pumps here. I'm just going to kind of spread it all over the chest. It does have an amazing tropical fruity scent similar to the lip gloss. I can really smell it. I'm kind of going all in with this body glow oil, but it seems like you really can't use too much, but maybe I'll be wrong. It just smells amazing as well. So as you guys can see, this primer glow up oil really gives your skin that dewy, wet summer effect and summer look. I'm totally head over heels in love with this. So the next product we're going to be reviewing in the collection is the Primer Glow Oil. This is a product, again, I'm very excited about. I love facial oils, and this one is designed to prime the skin for makeup on top. We'll let this probably sit on the face while I do the eyeshadow. As you can see, it is a thinner oil. It's not too viscous. Some oils I've tried are very thick. Some of them more designed for nighttime skincare use to really sit on the skin overnight. So I think being that this is so lightweight, it's probably gonna absorb on the face very fast. So it says to apply it with your fingertips, but I also wanna try applying it with a sponge because they do have this 3-piece sponge trio as part of the collection. Now, unfortunately, as you guys hopefully can tell, whenever they sent me mine as part of my order, they left out the little mini beauty sponge, the small precision sponge, which is a purple one. So that is a little bit of a bummer, but that's the only letdown from this whole order. So normally when using a sponge like this, I would use it wet or damp, but since I am specifically using it for the face oil, I don't want them to have a bad reaction together. You guys know water and oil don't mix, so for that purpose, I'm gonna use it dry. So I'm gonna use the pink sponge. I'm going to just kind of drop it on the face and then use the sponge to blend it out. Now, it did recommend to use 2 to 3 drops for the whole face, so I'm just gonna start out with 1 and then use the sponge to pounce it all over the face, on my chin, on my cheeks, everywhere, because this is a primer as well as a hydrating oil, so we want to put it everywhere we're going to put makeup, which for me is all over the face. And this primer oil looks really beautiful so far on the face. It just looks very hydrating, very nourishing. And again, it has that gorgeous tropical scent that keeps transporting me to the beach. I think I'm looking very glowy and dewy, maybe a little bit sweaty, but I live for this look. On to the next product that we're going to be trying out from the Retro Paradise collection from e.l.f. Now, I know I've said this a couple times already, but this again is one of the products I was most excited to try because it's a new eyeshadow palette that e.l.f. is bringing us. This is the 18 pan Retro Paradise eyeshadow palette. Now, initially I was like, oh, kind of disappointed they didn't include a mirror or do something extra with the face of the palette, but I actually love it because you can see straight in, see the beauty of this palette. There's a beautiful blend of not only neutrals and warms that you can rock every day, day to day, anyone's gonna be comfortable with, but there's also a lot of gorgeous pops of color like the blue, green, and purple there in the palette, along with a black and a red, so you can really take it that extra mile, take it up a notch, make it very smoky and nighttime appropriate. So let me show you what this bad boy looks like. Again, 18 shades in this palette. Oh my gosh, this, I already know I'm gonna be using this so frequently this summer, especially with these pops of colors, very summer appropriate. So I think what we're gonna do for today's video to try out as many shades as possible is do one eye neutral and one eye colorful. What do you guys think? I'm always down for doing a 2-in-1 look. So along with the Glow Up Body Kabuki brush, they also released this 5-piece brush set. This one has 2 face brushes and 3 eyeshadow brushes. You guys know if you watch my videos that I love e.l.f. brushes. They are a staple in my collection. They're so affordable and high quality. They're cruelty-free, no animals are harmed in the making of those beautiful bristles. So I think the first shade I want to try out from this gorgeous palette is the purple shade here from the second row. This is a very beautiful light lilac purple, similar to our scrunchy color we have. So I'm gonna use it. The shade is called Tropicana. And I think I just want to pop this shade all in the crease. This is a gorgeous light lilac purple shade, perfect for spring and summertime makeup looks. This would look gorgeous, just smoked out all over the eyelids. This brush is also great to deposit product in the crease and then kind of blend it out. So ideal for cut creases, definitely. So now I'm going to switch it up and use this gorgeous shimmery light pool blue shade. This is called Sip Sip. I always like to use a shimmery metallic shade wet with the addition of some setting spray. So I'm going to go back in with the hydrating coconut mist and just give my brush a quick mist. That way the setting spray is going to cling on to the pigments in the shade. So you can see the brush definitely picks up a lot of product, not too much fallout. I do see a little bit there that got in the pan below it. And to start off, I'm gonna apply it here on the inner corner. Let's just see how this looks paired up with that matte purple. Very pretty, very light wash of color on the first layer. Let's see if we can layer it up a little bit more. So it does apply nicely with the brush, but I did get some fallout and it's not super intense. So what I found from using the Eyeshadow palette is that sometimes with these shades, they just apply best with your fingertips. So I'm gonna see if that makes a difference for us here. Yeah, the best way to get the pigment payoff with these shades is just to use your finger. We'll definitely have to go in and clean up the fallout, but it's a gorgeous shimmery blue shade, perfect for summertime. I'm also gonna apply this purple shade called Disco right next to it in the outer third of my eye here. And this purple shade also reflects a lot of blue, so it's gonna pair up perfectly with this eyeshadow look. So let's just keep this one on the outer third. We're not being too precise today, as you can see, using our fingertips a lot to just get most of the pigment down on the lid. So guys, I did clean up my face in my under eye area. I did have some fallout from those shimmery metallic shades, but I can't be too mad because look how gorgeous they look on the lids. Absolutely stunning. If you like these shades, just be sure to do your eyes before you do your face makeup. That way, if you have fallout like I did, you can just clean it right up. So next, I think I want to use a highlight shade. This is called Sea Salt in the second row. It's like a very light shimmering white. I have a feeling it has some sparkly glitter in there as well. So I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner over top of that blue. This time I'm gonna try to pick up the eyeshadow first and then wet my brush and see if that makes a difference fallout wise. So we still did get a good bit of fallout, but again, the pigment, the shade is beautiful. So now guys, what I want to do is recreate a colorful winged eyeliner using this shade here in the bottom third row. This is a gorgeous royal, that's the shade name, but it's a gorgeous royal navy blue. And I'm going to use it on the angled eyeliner brush that was a part of the collection. So I'm going to take that shade royal and just build it up here starting at the outer corner of this eye to mimic some eyeliner and just bring some more depth there. Now that we have the shade Royal stamped there close to the lash line, I'm just going to use the same pencil brush to blend out and diffuse the edges. So I think for now we're going to take a break from this colorful eye and we're going to switch it up and do some more neutral shades on the left eye. Let's go in with Fuego. This shade in the second row is a light peach creme shade, a nice transition color for pretty much any look. So I'm going to take it and build it up in the crease of my left eye. So on the same brush to blend out the borders of Fuego, I'm gonna go in with Canvas from the first row. This is a really nice light nude shade, great for blending out various other tones in the palette. So same brush, just gonna pick that up and then go all along the borders of Fuego. And instantly it just kind of blurs out the edges, if you can see that. Perfect. So to deepen up that shade Fuego in the crease, I'm gonna go in with this shade from the third row called Caliente, a gorgeous, very warm, rusty brown orange. So I'm gonna go in with this brush here. This is the e.l.f. and J4 kind of smudger dome-shaped brush. And then we're just gonna deepen up the crease a little bit here at the center, deepest, most portion of the crease, just to provide a little bit more depth. So far, so good. Let's further test out the warm shades from this gorgeous Retro Paradise eyeshadow palette. I want to go in with Spiced here from the first row, which is a gorgeous like red hot chili pepper red shade. And I'm going to take it on this e.l.f. crease brush, a little bit smaller version of what I used earlier. Whoa, that one had a lot of kickback. You can see it there in the green shade. So definitely tap off your brush with this one. I love how these warm tones are looking on the lid. They are perfect for a summertime, nighttime smoky eye. I love them, especially that red. I think we're gonna use some shimmery shades next on the lid and just focus this on the inner corner, innermost third, and center of the eye. That is looking gorgeous so far. So next up, I'm also going to use my finger and just use the shade below it there called Fortuna, which is more of a bronze. I'm thinking I want to use shade Coconut or Cacao, and I want to use that as eyeliner on this eye. I'm thinking since it's a more warm tone shade, I'm going to use Cacao. And I'm going to take Cacao using another angled liner brush from e.l.f. This is their e.l.f. and J. Kissa J5. And then we're just going to build it up again close to the lash line like eyeliner. Now I'm just taking some of Nightlife, the black, to deepen it up there at the closest point to the lash line. So now I'm gonna take that gorgeous pastel green shade called Baha Mar in the second row on another e.l.f. Precision brush, and I'm so excited to try out this shade on the lower lash line. It looks like a gorgeous minty pastel green. That is a beautiful shade of green. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that shade Royal that we used for our eyeliner up here. And again, we're just gonna ground the green shade nice and close to the lash line, mostly here in the outer corner of the eye, and just connect it there with the upper lash line wing. Now I'm going to take the shade Cacao once again, now on my left eye, and just bring that very close to the lash line here. Now I'm going to take a shade we haven't tried yet from the first row. This is called Sandy Bum. It's more of a mid-toned neutral brown, and I'm just going to use that shade to blend out Cacao there on the lower lash line. And now finally for that inner corner pop of highlight, I'm gonna take this gorgeous multi-chrome shade from the first row, Pariso. And I'm also gonna wet the brush to avoid too much fallout once again. This shade does have a little bit of glitter to it. Okay guys, I am back. I just popped on some mascara on the lower lash line and some falsies, but now we're gonna see just how well this Retro Paradise priming face oil performs. I want to take a break from the eyes and do my foundation and see how it blends over top of the priming oil. But don't worry, we're going to come back to the eyes at the end and try out the new additions to the liquid glitter eyeshadows from e.l.f. They have a few different shades as part of this release for Retro Paradise collection. So I'm going to go in with my foundation next. I'm going to mix my Milani Go-To Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I'm actually going to mix it today with one from Beauty Bakery. This is also a full coverage foundation. This is their Insta Bake Aqua Glass foundation. I'm going to go back in with that face sponge that we used earlier to apply the face priming oil, just to mix the two foundations on the back of my hand, and then we'll go straight in on the face. So I happen to love how the skin is looking so far. I'm keeping a lot of the radiance and glow beneath the foundation from that priming oil. I'm looking very radiant, very glowy. Despite having this full coverage foundation on over top, a lot of that glow is peeking through, and I hope that registers on camera as well, because in person, I'm looking very dewy. So you guys, I am really excited about how this priming glow oil from the collection really affected my skin and made my foundation look over top. I was afraid that this primer might mix with my foundation and create a really weird cocktail on my skin, but ultimately it really helped my skin to look boosted and really glowy. It's kind of like a cosmetics product and skincare product in one, a nice 2-in-1. So guys, before I set my foundation with some powder, I want to go in with these gorgeous multi-dimensional face and body shimmers. They have 2 shades. So this right here is shade Luna. It's very light, as you can see. It's almost like a pearlescent white shade. And this shade here is called Soul, which is a step up. It's more of a light mid-tone shimmery rose pink. It's very gorgeous. It would make a beautiful blush topper. So I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. fan brush here, a very gorgeous pink chrome brush. I'm gonna spray my brush with more of the hydrating coconut mist to really make sure we get the most out of this shimmering highlighter. So let's see what this looks like on the cheekbones. I feel like it's hard to see because not much is coming off on the skin, but what is there is a gorgeous reflective gold shimmer. So let's go in with a second layer and see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, much more intense on layer number 2 for sure. So let's see how this shade Soul, the more peachy pink shade, looks on the cheeks, and start out using it dry just to see what kind of pigment we get. I'm gonna focus it more on the apples of my cheeks and just really go in. So now that we have our glow on and looking very dewy, it's time to go back and finish off these very colorful eyes. I'm gonna go in and use these liquid glitter eyeshadow additions. And the first one I wanna use of the 3 is called Disco Queen. This looks to be like an iridescent, multi-finish, multi-chrome glitter. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna add this shade right here initially. Ooh, so pretty. And then I think I'm gonna take it on the inner corner of my eye and kind of over top of the green as well. They're in the inner corner because we only use the green there, and I wanna amp up that part of the look as well. So I'm just gonna keep that on the inner third and then go in with the eyeshadow brush like they recommended to blend it out a bit. I love that. It looks very cute, a nice pop of glitter. So the next shade that we have to try is called Flirty Bird, which is more of a champagne bronze glitter. It looks like this in the packaging in the tube. Has beautiful silver shimmer reflex to it. So I think we'll use this on the lower lash line of this eye, kind of on the inner third. That is just so gorgeous. Let's see how it looks with another layer. That one is gorgeous. That has to be my favorite so far. And then last but not least for the liquid glitter eyeshadows is the shade 24 Karat Gold. Now this is not a new shade. I actually already own this one from e.l.f, but they're relaunching it as a part of this makeup collection. So once more, here we have it in the packaging, a beautiful traditional yellow-based gold. And let's go ahead and put this on the lid space of this left eye over top of more of the yellow inner third shimmery shades. And then just feather it out. Beautiful. Once again, I think I'll blend it out just a little bit more there, but so gorgeous. So you guys, the e.l.f. glitter eyeshadow toppers are stunning. Some of my favorite products in my makeup collection, and these new shade additions as part of the Retro Paradise collection are no exception. So the last product that we're going to be trying from the Retro Paradise collection from e.l.f. is this 5-piece Line and Shine lip kit. This comes with 4 lip liners and 1 gloss. The gloss that's included in this kit is actually the one that I used earlier, the one in the shade A Moment that I've been wearing throughout the video. So really cool that you get 4 different lip liners, 3 of which are varying shades of brown-based nudes, and then we have a really classic hot pink. So let's try out the first lip liner from the 5-piece lip collection. This is the lightest of the 4. It's a light mauve brown-based nude. Very beautiful soft shade. It almost looks exactly like my natural lip color. What do you guys think of this nude? Definitely one I can see myself using with a lot of go-to nude lip staples in the future. So on top of this lip liner, let's try out one of the glosses. This is in the shade Strawberry Daiquiri, which is a beautiful strawberry light peachy nude shade. So let's try it out. I have a feeling it'll look gorgeous over this lip liner. Gorgeous. This shade Strawberry Daiquiri also has a little bit of shimmer as well. Just found a new go-to nude for me, for sure. Again, this gloss is Strawberry Daiquiri. Okay guys, let's move on to swatching the second lip liner. Here we have it. This is more of a medium, pretty much straight up brown nude. Here it is compared to the first lip liner shade we used. You can see it's a bit more peachy. Let's try her out. Oh yeah. This second nude lip liner from the collection is again another one I can see myself using very frequently. I'm so happy I picked up this lip kit from the collection. I'm gonna choose to top it this time with the original gloss we used called A Moment. Ooh, over top of the lip liner, it actually reflects a lot of pink, which I wasn't expecting. It just makes your lips look so wet and juicy and glossy. I'm in love. I am so in love. So next up is the even deeper shade of brown, the third of the 3 nudes from this collection. Just a slightly deeper, more cocoa shade of brown. So for this third and final very brown-based nude, I want to get outside of my comfort zone and use this Electric Lemonade, very bright baby blue, pastel blue lip gloss shade. So don't be intimidated by this shade of gloss. More than likely it's probably very sheer, but has a slightly blue tint. So if anything, it's going to make your teeth look nice and white. So are you guys ready to see this transformation? See, it almost looks clear, but it has a very, very slightly, if you notice it, blue tint. I happen to love how it looks on the lips. Definitely not a nude I would gravitate towards normally, but definitely happy that this collection made me try it because I happen to think it looks very yummy, very chocolatey, and very wet and glossy. Last but not least, guys, let's try out the fuchsia pink lip liner that matches my nails. Very excited about this one. I don't wear hot pink on the lips very frequently. So again, thanks e.l.f. for getting me out of my comfort zone today. Okay, and there we have it, the pink, the final shade. How gorgeous is this pink? I never gravitate towards these colors because it is such a bright, bold statement, but I think paired up with just a fierce, bold cat eye, like a black, bold winged liner, this alone, without any gloss, would be such a statement makeup look. So maybe on the bottom lip, I'll do Tropical Fruit Punch. Beautiful, guys. So now let's take the original shade A Moment and use it on the upper lip and see if we can tell a difference or not. So there we have it, guys. We have both shades, the Tropical Fruit Punch on the bottom lip and then the iridescent clear shade A Moment there on the top. Can you guys tell a difference? I think it's very subtle but noticeable. This one is just slightly more iridescent and reflective. So everyone, what are my final thoughts and opinions on the full e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection for summer 2020? Well, Overall, in general, I am so happy and ecstatic about most of the products from this new collection from e.l.f. Starting with the new Glow Up Body Oil, this is something that I am gonna have my hands on constantly all summer long. It is the perfect way to just boost up your natural radiance and glow for the summer, and it really plays up your tan if you have a natural tan. So this shade in particular, I could see working for people who are lighter than me, my skin tone, and slightly deeper of a more medium skin tone. And then they do have a deeper version for those of you who have really nice, rich, creamy melanin packed skin. So I love that they were inclusive when thinking about the beautiful people who would be wearing this product. And I think that the little brush that they sell with it is worth picking up because it covers a large area of your body in a short amount of time, and it really just buffs the product out effortlessly. There's no streaking or harsh lines when you use the Glow Up brush along with the product. So these two are definite winners. Would definitely recommend you pick them up for the summer. Now, as for these multi-dimensional face and body shimmers, I think they are pretty. They aren't my favorite highlighters in my collection, however. I think they are unique though to anything else that I have, in the sense that they give the skin a very beaming, extraterrestrial, euphoric look to the skin. Whether or not you pick them up, I will leave it up to you, because ultimately they do have a lot of shimmer and glitter properties, and I know that is a huge turn off for a lot of people. It's not for me. It's something that I gravitate towards, especially during the summer. I think you can never have enough glow. So these will definitely be getting a lot of use this summer, but I don't think you need both of them necessarily. Maybe pick the one that you're gravitating towards most. Next up, I want to talk about the Primer Glow Oil from the collection. This was something I was very skeptical about. It seemed kind of gimmicky, right? Because usually when you use an oil on the face, it's designed to sit on the skin overnight and deliver long-lasting moisture and nourishment to the skin. So I had my hesitations when thinking about using this under makeup, and I thought my foundation was just gonna slide around all over the place. However, that was not the case. I found that despite this being a thin formula and despite not being tacky, my foundation did apply differently over top. It applied less streakily, and it actually stuck and adhered to the skin better, giving me more coverage. So that's not something I was expecting this product to do for me. It did give me that intense, beautiful glow that I was expecting. It has a gorgeous tropical elixir scent, and yeah, I definitely recommend you pick this up as well, guys, if it's something you're interested in. Now let's talk about the sponges from the sponge trio. Now, although I am missing the mini sponge and I can't really talk about all of them as a whole, I can say that I have faith that the mini sponge is killer as well, because I loved how both of these applied various types of products to my face, whether it be cream foundation, whether it be used dry with the primer oil, or with powders, with cream contour and highlighter, whatever it may be, these sponges really did it for me. So if you're on the hunt for an affordable sponge on the market now and you want to pick up a variety, all three, definitely try the trio from this collection. They're really cute colors. You get three, like I said, a variety, if they don't forget to include one for you as well. So yeah, sponges, A+ for me. Now, as for the 5-piece brush set from the Retro Paradise collection as well, all of these are unique, very cute brushes. You have 3 for the eyes, 2 for the face. I am an avid e.l.f. brush user and lover. I use them every day in my normal makeup routine, so I was happy to pick up another brush collection from the brand. I did have a lot of fallout with the eyeshadow brushes, but I don't necessarily credit the brushes for that fallout. I think that had more to do with the eyeshadow formulas themselves, just because I have a pretty good track record with e.l.f. brushes as it is, and I don't always have bad fallout with them. I'm definitely going to be adding them to my vanity and using them more and more often, because who can't use some extra face and eye brushes, right? So as for the 18 pan eyeshadow palette, you guys saw I did struggle with fallout quite a bit, no matter whether it was the bright, intense blue and purple shades or the browns and reds. I got fallout on both eyes, so if you struggle with fallout as it is, just keep that in mind when purchasing this palette, and I would recommend that you do your eyes and your eyeshadow before you do your face makeup to limit the risk of fallout and ruining your foundation and concealer, which is what I did today. So I'll let you decide whether or not the fallout is a deal breaker for you, but for me it's not, especially when considering how beautiful the look turned out in the end. So what do you guys think? Is this something worth your money or not? Is it something you're gonna pick up? Regardless of whether you like powdered eyeshadow, I think that these liquid glitter eyeshadows from the collection are so amazing. e.l.f. has such a great formula for their glitter eyeshadow. So there are 2 new shades as part of the collection and then one they're promoting that's pre-existing. And I love all of them. My new favorite is definitely gonna be the Flirty Bird, which is the shade that I used on the lower lash line over here. But I used all 3 of them for today's makeup look and would recommend all 3 of them to you. I think depending on what you're looking for, these are such a nice glitter addition to your makeup collection. A lot of times using loose glitter, you're worried about the fallout associated with it, or using a glitter primer, but that's the nice thing with these. You can use them with other eyeshadow or alone for a really simple, glittery, fun look. So definitely something I would recommend you guys pick up, especially for the summertime. The next products I want to talk about are the lippies. So they did launch 4 glosses and 4 lip liners. Out of the products, I definitely recommend you pick up the set with the lip liners because all of the lip liners are, for one, the formula is super creamy. I love how they applied and look on the lips. And number 2, they are just staple colors, especially the 3 nudes. I'm wearing the mid-tone nude brown on the lips right now, along with the lip gloss Tropical Fruit Punch on the lips. So I recommend you pick them up. I don't think you need both of the pink shades because the color difference isn't that apparent on the lips, although there is a slight difference. The nude brown lip liners, however, although they look similar, are all very different on the lips. So guys, I think that just about completes it for my final thoughts on every product from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection for summer 2020. What do you guys think about the products from this collection? Are you gonna pick anything up? I'm definitely most excited about the glow products and the primer oil, the glitter eyeshadows. So many cool things in this product, so I was so happy to sit down, review everything, demo everything, and just chat with you today. So if you like today's video and you aren't already, definitely subscribe to my channel down below for more beauty videos, first impressions, reviews, and tutorials to come here in the future. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.